Come to think of it, was there not another task we were to see to somewhere nearby?
We'll make her. I'll wait there in time. As to whether 'twill be sooner or later, that is for the Arisen to decide.
What's got you in such a good mood? Do tell.
I have no issue falling asleep, even at this time of day.
It appears night has fallen while we slept.
Step lively. Journey by starlight shall make for a nice change of pace.
Feeling rested, I trust?
I'll not take that lying down.
I'll slit your bleeding throat!
We have reached our destination.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. I have been pursuing all of the channels available to me, but I am afraid I have yet to uncover any new... Would your Majesty be willing to venture to Vermont's eastern edge to probe into the young man's or... Is there aught else you would speak of, your Majesty? Of all those who serve the Queen, I refer to Waldar. Many a time as Deezer demanded Wald, and many a time as the magistrate refused her. For our laws dictate that your Majesty, thus, as the staunchest supporter of the law, no... What say you? Might you be... I've prepared a means for you to... This mission demands that should you be discovered...
These writings could be of import.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's... There is one other thing. Masquerades being as they are, you will require much is made of appearance. Is there aught else you would speak of, your Majesty? I have been pursuing all of the channels available to me. Would your Majesty be willing to venture to Vermont's eastern edge to probe into the young man's origins? Is there aught else you would speak of, your Majesty? Do not forget that we work to serve the city.
Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
I've just recalled the little tidbit I heard from the locals.
If you refer to changes in the military's makeup, I've heard the same.
Indeed. Tell is, there's been a shift in the chain of command.
Isn't much to go on.
A reward for our efforts. I expect Captain Brandt will know how to put what we've gleaned to good use.
We ought to bring word of this to Captain Brand.
I believe I can guide you to the person in question.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen your have you divined aught of the false sovereign, your majesty? This appears to be a bill calling for the arrest of a man named Dara. But hold a moment. Does this man's countenance not bear an uncanny resemblance to that of the false sovereign? I see. If your majesty is certain that the two are one and the same, then I am convinced as well. However, I'm afraid this paper alone does not constitute sufficient proof. Ah, but of course. I surmise your majesty intends to post the bill and invite suspicion. A clever plan. The Queen Regent will be furthermore. 'Twill serve as and all the while, the doubts lurking in the hearts of the citizen. A clever ploy indeed. I've no doubt that this bill will prove its worth in due course.
Sir, the false sovereign operates at the behest of Queen Regent Disa. This spider has woven her web rather carefully.
We're to see this letter to Sir Leonard and Melv. Shall we board the ox cart as directed, Master? Allow me to guide you, Master. I know the person you're looking for.
Well, now, isn't this lucky? Someone who knows the way. Might we consider boarding an ox cart? Oh, I don't know about you, but my legs are stiff as boards.
A most agreeable suggestion. Of course, the Arisen shall have the final say in the matter.
Got any tales to liven up my day?
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
This looks like... Still a while to go before we shoot something.
Getting proper rest is an important duty in its own right. Our adventure continues.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Ready to forge on?
me alone, why don't you?
Do not test me.
Makes waves, as they say.
Can't wait for the new equipment to come in. I'm in fine fettle today.
Let me get that.
Seems my humming would be unwelcome. So I'd best get to work.
Wish I could go on an adventure.
Oh, the sight.
In every age, when the hence, pawns are treated, not to mention, they are 'tis clear their constant.
Don't think your one found its way inside the common quarter just the other night.
You're like to... Should the cart be assailed, 'twill be your job to drive the beasts off.
If 'tis naught of importance.
Fie. This ox cart's bound for Melv. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Barely scraping by.
This can't be happening.
Haven't you a lantern, Ha ha! Do this all day!
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
I'll turn you into a big
The prison has been torched! Quick! Douse the flames! You are in need of healing. Allow me. Look to myself. This fruit has quite the temper. I cannot see the range of ours.
Do not falter. We'll take every ounce of our strength. We can prevail.
No one can defend themselves from crap like this.
Not not, and our foe shall soon be vanquished. Here, strike with lightning on your side.
Must stand firm. At least I can go with my head held high. Wasn't the first time, and it won't be the last.
Ah, I'll be feeling the scars of that battle for some time yet.
What fails?
I see a ladder yonder. We can't reach it from here.
have to get up there and drop it down.
Where are the skeletons?
Shame I've no advantage against the foe. Are we all in the same boat? These beings will resurrect as long as their skulls remain intact. But fear not, I shall gladly smash every last one.
You truly are formidable, Arisen.
Feast your eyes on this!
I've just had a thought. Every master I've ever served has failed.
Not like a feast to get you ready for bed.
I quite agree. Best we recuperate our strength before we set off again.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In
I'll wager I could make that shot.
Go right ahead.
Did anyone else see that? Aught catches the light.
We ought to take a closer look. Let my magics grant you an elemental rune.
all creatures who know death cling to life.
'Tis a wonder any foe challenges us with the Arisen in our midst.
I will protect you.
We're better prepared than we might have hoped. What we need is already to hand.
We are none of us alike in vocation.
Our respective abilities are unique as well.
I see it as a glad thing. We are well poised to supplement each other's strengths.
One arrow is all I need. are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
The creature's corpse will serve us well.
You cut quite the hunter's figure.
While in another world, I happened upon a treasure chest rather close by here. Perhaps I could show you the way?
We're to see this letter to Sir Leonard and Mel. Shall we board the ox cart as directed, Master? Certainly, Master. I can take it.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on. Keep on like that and we'll be done here soon enough.
That was certainly worthwhile.
No one can defend themselves when grappled like this. Keep on them, Marissa. I'll strike them down.
Well, 'tis clear the two of you know what you're doing.
That's it. I've had enough.
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it? You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
We're to see this letter to Sir Leonard and Mel. Shall we board the ox cart as directed, Master? If you would be so kind as to follow me, I shall take you to the running sea.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
One of us has been drenched.
I see our goal has changed.
I'll wager I could make that shot.
Go right ahead.
How might we approach yon spire?
I can foresee no reason not to go these up close. We're to see this letter to Sir Leonard and Mel. Shall we board the ox cart as directed, Master? I believe I can guide you to the person in question.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
At last we've arrived, delivery in hand.
We'd best see to it post-haste, ere we forget.
I quite agree. Rolf's drawn in! Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements. That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
Well, I'm sure there's still room for improvement. Tis about time we pressed on, wouldn't you?
Aye, what can I do for you? Ah, a letter from Lady Margaret, you say? It is a fair way you've come, then. My thanks. She's a kindly sort, I must say. We met when I worked with her husband, Sir Gregor, on one occasion. Now she's taken to inquiring after my health at the turn of every season. A firm resolve has taken root in my heart since we met. I may be past my prime as a fighter, but I can... And if anyone can master this technique, 'tis you. Go on, humor an old man.
Would you mind coming over here?
Feels eerie with no one about.
I'm just grateful I get to lead a quiet life.
Solid learning depends on the right environment. I have to keep my wits about me.
There's a ladder here.
After you, Arisen.
I'd be glad to talk with... not at the expense of my...
Unless I'm mistaken, what we require is already in our possession. Pray, follow me. This way, Master.
In traversing other worlds, I came to know of a treasure chest in this area. Perchance you'd like to see it?
Follow me, if you would.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Stepped it in. Best quality soldier now.
Over here, if you please.
First assess the field, then act accordingly.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
Stumbled into saurian territory.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. We have arrived.
What is it? I'm in a hurry here. If you've got some business with me, make it plain already. This is from Sir Geoffrey, is it? Let's have a look then. Why? He wants these as well, does he? I thought I was finished. Why should I have to do all this on my... and make haste? Oh, well, go on.
Whence might we procure such a thing? The items on this list can be crafted by combining certain materials. And I happen to know where they can be found. Methinks I know the general destination. Shall I show you the way, Master?
Well, now, isn't this lucky? Someone who knows the way.
items on this list can be crafted by combining certain materials. And I happen to know where they can be found. I can guide you to the place, Arisen, or thereabouts.
Well, now, isn't this lucky? Someone who knows the way.
Pray, follow me. I know the way, so there's no chance of our getting lost.
Oh, that looks scrumptious. And I'm positively famished.
Our bellies will last a little longer.
Here you are, Master. I hope you like it. I found it myself.
The items on this list can be crafted by combining certain materials. And I happen to know where they can be found. Methinks I know the general destination. Shall I show you the way, Master?
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
Would you mind coming over here? The items on this list can... be crafted by combining certain materials. And I happen to know where they can be found. I can guide you to the place, Arisen, or thereabouts.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
We're here, Master.
How goes it? Have you gathered everything on the list yet? Haven't you anything for? Well, you best get to it then. How goes it? Have you gathered everything on the list yet? Haven't you anything for me? Well, you best get to it then. How goes it? Have you gathered everything on the list yet? Brilliant! On you. Here, take this for your trouble. I'll be heading back to the encampment now.
We'd best report back. Sir Marcus was... well pleased, Master. Shall we report our success to Sir Geoffrey? Certainly, Master. I can take you to this individual.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
Yon path leads not to our destination. If you would prefer to explore, I shall guide you another time.
The Arisen is capricious indeed. But don't despair. We shall count upon your guidance when the time comes.
Oi! Many thanks for... As I hear it, you... Anyway, you've been a great help.
Our efforts have seen the encampment resupplied, and Sir Geoffrey with one less care. A good deed all round.
Not a bad idea.
The letter has reached its recipient. Shall we inform Sir Donovan, Master? Allow me to guide you, Master. I know the person you're looking for.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
Up like here. How will we fight with such worn out gear? Like it all. I must go where duty calls me. Besides, nodding off.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
I've just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location?
We've got goblins!
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
The creature's corpse will serve us well.
You cut quite the hunter's figure.
Was excellent. I could have done no better.
Think nothing of it.
Splendid. You're soaked. Do try not to catch cold.
And here I was hoping for some great treasure. Ah, now I feel a fool.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
The sun descends. Night will be upon us soon.
We shall have to be all the more vigilant. Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
I wouldn't mind a chance to doze off as the hills roll by.
This ox cart's bound for Burnworth. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
All's going dark.
Twas a bumpy ride, but we've arrived all the same.
Mayhap we can employ a cart for our next journey.
Ah, you've returned. Splendid. You've been an immense help. The cart reached its destination.
Ox carts seem a convenient choice for longer journeys. I see no harm in making use of them as needed, Master.
I knew it to be so.
There's got to be a way.
Here we are.
Hi. Faring, would you care to join me? I'd not say no to a bit of company. I was hoping you'd say that. Do you know, I had a feeling we'd meet here today. Intuit. Say, you're not from round here, are you? Are you a traveler? Have you seen many places? How I envy you. This city is all I know. I long to learn more of the outside world, but Mother won't allow it. She's always telling me how dangerous it is beyond the palace walls. But that only makes me question her judgment. After all, if the world truly is so perilous, what of the lives of our people? They must be fraught with uncertainty. It seems unfair that I alone should be shielded from that reality. But listen to me waffling on. My apologies, friend. But I'd best be going. I mustn't let Mother thank you for indulging me. I do hope we'll...
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
You!
Look, I'm dead on my feet, but much to do yet.
I'm afraid I must be going now.
Ought to draw in plenty of customers here. Might as well take a look while you're here, eh?
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
You! You'll have to excuse me.
My, I'm trapped like a rat in a cage. This Arisen's both shrewd and fleet of foot. What? Can't you think of a reason? I'd thought you were keener wit than that. Let's just say there are some who don't want you wandering about as you please. I was to report on your comings and goings, you see. But I suppose that job's over. Now you found me out? So, how about it, friend? Will you let me go? I've no reason to trouble you any further. Aye, aye. You'll have your coin. That's how this works, isn't it? Glad we understand each other.
We allowed the agent to flee. I cannot help but wonder whether it was the right choice.
Let me think on that a while. I'm going to go exploring one day.
How might I be of service?
Isn't it about time we had ourselves a meal? Oh, what I wouldn't give for a bowl of hot stew.
Shall we seek out the young man from the other day? Then follow me. I'll lead the way.
Well, now, isn't this lucky? Someone who knows the way. There are worse things than turning in a...
Good morrow, everyone.
Off we go then.
Feeling rested, I trust?
Aye, got some coin to spare your humble storyteller? Much appreciated.
Shall we seek out the young man from the other day? Pray, allow me to show you the way.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
We have reached our destination.
Hoi, friend! Have any time for me today? There's something I've come to understand during every last resident in this city is wholeheartedly devoted, for it made me painfully aware of my own position. Can this existence of mine even be called living when I am so... I want to live a life I can proudly call my own, and to achieve it with I tire of enduring my mother's coddling, and of having to mind looking at this box. 'Tis proof that I am not my mother's servant to be willed about as she pleases. 'Tis something I obtained of my own will. Here is the last of the gold I owe you. Pray forgive me for making you wait. Now, I'd best be off. I may not be able to wander the city again for some time. Thus, I cannot say when next we'll, though I feel sure we shall. Until then, take...
That was quite a gift. I hope that procuring it was not a burden upon the lad.
That's just what I was thinking. This ladder can take us to new heights.
We ought to put it to good use.
Gather round! Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my tale entertain you? Nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, as today I shall speak of riddles and monsters with frightful mystique. In the north of Vermund is our curious tale staged, where ventured a hero off the page. He delved into a temple of baleful feature, only to be confronted by a four-legged creature. But when our hero drew his blade, unto him a demand was made. And who the asker? Why, the beast!
I heard a rumor that this land was once a kingdom of beastrons.
Truly?
Quite. Though no definitive records remain.
The trickery was clear. To respond meant certain doom. But in the midst of his answer, he'd doubtless be consumed. So a mighty attack did our hero dispense, to conquer his foe and banish it thence. With a single strike was the towering beast repelled, to quail in fear at the mortal strength it beheld. Such is the legacy of Lord Rosamond, who, needless to say, was the father of House Berkeley, which lives on to this day.
I'm not sure.
Gather round, treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my tale entertain you? Nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, as today I shall speak of riddles and monsters with frightful mystique. In the north of Vermund is our curious tale staged, where ventured a hero off left off the page. He delved into a temple of baleful feature. Much appreciated.
They say the Sovereign was bathed in the dragon's fell flame. Such that his countenance was burned beyond recognition.
Much appreciated. Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller.
I'd heard tell of a beggar doing well for himself, so I came out. So where does he get his coin then? Makes a man wonder, it does. Could be he's involved in something untoward, eh?
Gather round.
Peril on the roads puts a strain on my business. Oh, I can't complain, really.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my
Are you in the market for something in particular? Always a pleasure. Welcome to Bjorn's Armory. You'll find only pieces and qualities what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember,
Misers die early deaths. Many thanks. I appreciate.
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter.
Spending so freely offers a unique sort of joy. Let's keep our noses to the grindstone, that we might do it again soon.
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh?
Welcome to Bjorn, and quality's what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember. Many thanks. I appreciate the business.
'Tis a ladder. Shall we see where it leads?
Ah, excellent find.
Look! Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
Interested in my wares?
I don't tell half as many lies as my parents.
I'm just grateful I get to lead a quiet life.
Trade favors ancient, I always
Must
say.
be my winter coat growing in.
Do stop and have a look. I've wares of every ilk.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
They can be... Most convenient, though they travel only during the day.
This ox cart's bound for the checkpoint rest town. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
What is true peace? Consarn it. So this is
Let's find magic squad with a mental boon.
I shall let them come.
A reckless opponent makes for easy prey.
Understood.
We must spare no effort against this foe. Let's summon
It is done. Thank you, Elsa. I'm overjoyed to have completed the task of justice. I like that. Here we go again.
It's no water!
Of course. I grant you lightning fang.
Upset the balance and fall to the ground. From there, our victory is all but assured.
This battle will demand
It would seem our foes have lost their vim.
we must not give them a chance to recover.
I shall lead the charge!
Yes, Master. I shall hasten to your aid.
This is quite
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredient.
I'll wager I could make that shot.
Go right ahead.
'Tis no more or less than what one might have expected.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
I lament this calling I've chosen at times.
I'm in fine.
Ah, here we are. The ox cart made it without too much trouble.
There are worse ways to travel, I suppose.
Say, you wouldn't happen to have seen a pretty stone lying about, would you? One befitting the name the Jadeite Orb. 'Twas stolen from me while I was delivering it, and if Master Everodge, 'tis no exaggeration. To be quite truthful, I'd been working under a man such as him, unless you...
The Jadeite Orb could be any...
I've got to focus. Only fools and urchins supposed to beg high.
Go on, have a look. There's all sorts to do about here.
Welcome, sir. After all, 'tis folly to linger on a single vocation when there are so many exciting methods of combat to be tried. Always a pleasure.
This is for you, Master. I thought it might come in useful.
When does my watch end?
Why? Peruse... Well, hello. Aye, there's always demand for weapons. Particularly near the border, where quarrels... occur every other day. Do come again?
Shopping is such fun.
I hope our coin purse isn't too much lighter.
That's just what I was thinking.
This way,
Ooh, I can't wait to find out what's inside.
In traversing other worlds, I came to know of a treasure chest in this area. Perchance you'd like to see it?
Everyone has their own reasons for doing battle, but knowing that doesn't make any easier to join the fray. I knew it to be so.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements. Oh, that was superb, Arisen.
Where you're hiding?
These today, my pockets.
And I shall remain by your side.
I'll turn you into a pincushion.
Ah, oxen.
Such beasts are a fair source of meat when rations are lacking. The creature's corpse will serve us well.
You cut quite the hunter's figure. I grant you roaring flame.
A decent spot to make camp, assuming there are no monsters about.
Surely a rest can wait till after we examine.
Here you are, Master. I hope you like it. I found it myself. Oh, I'm all for swapping stories, but perhaps another night? I can scarce keep my eyes open.
Agreed. We ought to give ourselves a chance to recover ere we continue on our journey.
We've been traveling together for some... some time now, haven't we?
Would that we could continue our journey together forevermore. But a time may come when we must part.
I'd wager there's ought to be found here.
Let us ponder how best to proceed. There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's ought to be found while we're here? Rest assured, Master, you'll hear nary an idle word from me.
another statue. Aught within me yearns to climb it.
Climbing it would grant a clearer picture of our environs.
You're staring, Arisen. Has aught yonder caught your eye?
This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
One can see far to the distance from here.
I'd gladly cast aside my weapon and laze about here, if the Arisen would permit it.
I quite agree.
Twould seem our fight is not yet done.
If battle cannot be avoided, it is fight or die.
Tis well in hand.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
earned ourselves a pat on the back.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes. Certainly, Arisen. How might I be of aid? You have no need of my assistance at present, but I shall be ready to render aid at a moment's notice.
Heed your senses. If aught feels out of place, it could very well be a trap.
Naught can threaten us if we watch each other's backs. I grant you fire's blaze. Use it well.
Nicely done! Well done, Master!
What's going on? I remember. You saved me. How did you know where I was? I suppose he must be worried. If it's all the same to you, sir.
Our results are awaited. What say we make our report?
Fear not, Master. Naught shall befall you while I am here.
Let us deliver the lad to Samoris forthwith. I believe I can guide you to the person in question. I see our goal has changed. I would not presume to direct our course, but do let me know if you require a guide.
Perhaps the Arisen has recalled some more pressing business. Fret not. I'm sure we'll come back to this eventually.
Here, strike with lightning on your side.
I'll turn you into a pig. Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
We did a fair bit of shopping the other day, didn't we? Though I do wonder how much of it was necessary.
Never mind, we'll make it work.
Let us deliver the lad to Samoris forthwith. Certainly, Master. I can take you to the
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Pray. Follow me. Let us deliver the lad to Sir Morris forthwith. I believe I can guide you to the person in question. Pray, follow me.
I've got a good feeling about this one. There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
If I might be so bold as to speak my mind, is your pack not overburdensome? Oh, you carry so much. I worry for your poor spine.
Oh, pay me no mind. It is one of a servant's many privileges to be entrusted with such articles of value. Follow me, if you would.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall...
Yon statue may yield new sights, if we can reach it.
I can foresee no reason not to go see it up close. I've just had a thought. Every master I've ever served has favored different tactics. One party I joined consisted only of ranged specialists.
I'll be sure to keep that in mind.
I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I am up to the challenge.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
I've just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you the location? Salt! Do try not to catch cold.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements. Certainly, Arisen. How might I be of aid?
At last, a chance to use it.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
Well, I'm sure there's still room for improvement. The creature's corpse will serve us well.
You cut quite the hunter's figure.
Lay down your arms, or you hurt yourself.
No one can defend themselves when captured like this.
This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
I grant you roaring blade.
must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
You'll pay for that!
Peruse at your leisure, sir.
Here we are.
Got to keep it together.
Rog? Rog, is that you, my boy?
Hello, grandfather.
'Tis a miracle. You're alive and in one piece. Oh, joy of joys!
Grandfather, you're smothering me.
Oh, hush. You don't get to complain of such things after you...
Very sorry, grandfather. I didn't mean to cause you...
And you? Words will pray, take this. 'Tis naught but a trifle in comparison. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for saving me.
Outstanding. Have you come from Vernworth? How are things there? The ancient battleground to the north is overrun with hordes of fell beasts, and so little are survivors anticipated that you'll find not even a checkpoint here. In times past, 'twas safe enough a night, when the monsters sleep, but no longer. Since a few days past, skeletons and phantoms have made this their nightly battleground. It could be that aught's befallen the cenotaph. Say, if I cannot
Suppose I could enjoy some idle chit-chat.
I lack information pertinent to this task. Consider hiring a pawn better apprised of such matters.
Greetings. You are the Tell me. He seems to have vanished, and if I may be candid, our primary concern is an item of precious importance to myself and my partners, you see. I must see, and in my hour of need, you will be rewarded handsomely.
Sirs, a full Veneverad each seek the Jadeite orb. To whom ought we to grant it? Assuming we find the thing at all.
Whatever choice you make, Arisen, I am sure 'twill be the right one.
Well met, sir. How's the day treating you then?
What shall I do today?
Is this some manner of trial? The townspeople defend. One must take pride in charge.
What was it I had to do?
Pommel from point.
What am I supposed to do about it?
This ox cart's bound for Vernworth. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
I've an inkling this place will yield a rarity or two.
Well, well. That's quite a discovery.
Come on then! Try your luck!
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
We must not let down our guard.
One of us is retrenched! I grant you 5 slain. Use it well. Fall back, and I will feed you the magic.
I'll slit your bleeding throat!
What are you waiting for? Now to start!
Can't help but see a turncoat.
These writings could be of import. Look, yonder, toward the sea. I espy a distant shore, a land untraveled.
One day, when we're well prepared, perhaps we might venture there and explore.
Got nothing to fear if I keep my wits about me.
Suppose I'm tired. Barely slept a wink.
I heard a rumor that this land was once a kingdom of beastrons.
Truly?
Quite. Though no definitive records remain.
I keep feeling eyes in the back of my head.
I can't wait to see what the day holds. Living's hard. Dreams are fun, I say.
back's not acting up today.
That's fine. I won't say no.
Still waiting on that report.
The room's at your desk. I'll have an early supper.
Lots to do, and precious little time.
Must hold out till someone comes to relieve me.
Wonder if anyone will notice if I stay here a bit.
There are worse things than You'll not believe the journey I've had. I'll wager my
It appears night has fallen while we slept.
Step lively. Journey by starlight shall make for a nice change of pace.
Feeling rested, I trust?
I'm afraid I'm unfamiliar with the matter at hand. Perhaps we should have a more knowledgeable pawn join our party?
Really scary? I've never seen one.
Can't wait for the new equipment to come. I'm nodding off where I stand.
Will someone do aught about this?
Those new recruits could barely lift their swords.
If you must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner rather than later.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
An ill-mannered thing, aren't you?
The masquerade is already underway, sir. 'Twill be a long night. Longer still for those of us on guard.
You're far from your station, are you not?
I was bored out my skull guarding the palace.
Surely someone will ask me to dance ere long.
Off to market I go.
Our first sovereign. Methinks I'll have a rest. My feet ache from dancing.
Not much going on hereabouts.
So, tell me more of this ox cart.
As I hear it, might as well make merry while the... Here to ask aught of me, are you?
Another fancy party hosted by the Arisen. You'd think he's feeling plenty merry by now.
Best mind that tongue afore you lose it.
If you've naught to say, I'd best be going.
I find dressing for these occasions awful.
Why, you're... No. Pay me no mind. We who are gathered here are naught but nameless nobles.
Now, we who are gathered here are naught but nameless nobles. 'Twould be uncouth to inquire after another's identity.
Would seem our...
All this merrymaking is...
Not much going on hereabouts.
All this merrymaking is a joy to behold.
You were posted in front of the passage yesterday, right?
I'm a tad preoccupied just now, if you can't tell.
Dull days for us are a sign that all is well. It's on me to bear what younger shoulders come.
All this merrymaking is a
Twouldn't do to meddle in each other's affairs here.
I pray someone asks me to dance ere long.
Everyone who dances with me complains of sore feet. Everyone who dances with me complains of sore feet.
Looks like we both got some time on our hands. Ah, naught but dreary duty.
If you've naught to say,
I shan't let... Is there nary a chance to make a fresh acquaintance?
Now, pay me no mind. We who are gathered here are naught but nameless.
Twouldn't do to meddle.
What brings you here? All this merrymaking...
Such quietude is a blessing. Captain, will have my head if I skip another patrol to start training. Doesn't get the better. Or is it...
Let them talk. I'm too old to care.
Best to remain sober. Much to be done on the
Dull days for us are a sign that all is well.
Whatever am I to do?
Such cheap drink. 'Tis not
A lonely place, but not without its charm.
I find it liberating to...
I'd sooner stay out of the bedroom, were it possible.
Have you heard? There's to be...
Another ale can't make my dance.
My sword arm could use some work. I must be vigilant. The townspeople depend on me. Enough! Got to
goes awry.
I'll admit, I did worry you'd forgotten me.
Well now, you're...
What is it? Has something happened?
We have it on good authority that a suspicious individual passed through here.
We need to scour the area. Not scour.
in here.
Open up!
You're dressed rather austerely for a patron.
My humblest apologies, Lady Wilhelmina. We've had reports of an unseemly character in the vicinity, you see, and...
Preposterous. I was out front till but a moment ago, and I did not see so much as a shadow.
Be that as it may.
You are excused. Leave this place, ere you invite our noble host's wrath upon yourself. I will summon you if aught is amiss.
Pray forgive the intrusion.
And what business have you here? In the nobles' playground? Hmm? You've the face of someone in search of a juicy morsel. Would you be looking for this, perchance?
Come on, then. Keep pouring. Do you take me for some green lad who can't handle his cups? I'm your damned king, and a king deserves royal treatment.
Of course, Your Majesty. Tell us, Your Majesty, would you prefer more drink, or shall we find some other way to amuse ourselves?
Aye, aye. Let's change things up.
I believe I cautioned you to keep your drunken revelry in check. Lest you forget, these celebrations of your valor are but a pretense for more serious matters.
I know. I do. It's just I get the poison in me and things happen is all.
You need only serve as our false king until Sven becomes consul. Till then, however, you would do well to remember that your role demands a certain degree of dignity. I trust you understand your position, Your Majesty.
Nay, I mean I. As you say, I'll go and sober up.
Why not remove yours as well? This is not the masquerade hall, and we now find ourselves quite alone. What say we dispense with such pretenses and speak openly with one another, Lord Phasus?
That will do. If you're discovered, yours won't be the only head that rolls. What is your purpose here, I wonder? If you came to learn of the Sovereign, then 'tis as you have seen. The man is naught but a ale-swilling pretender propped up by the Queen Regent. Of course, that begs the question. If he's a mere mummer, then where might our true Arisen be? You'd best go. I'll do what I can to help you make your escape. As you can see, I run an establishment that caters to certain pleasures. You're welcome to come and play anytime, if you escape with your life, that is. Know, however, that our services do not come cheap.
I'll grow old.
Come see me in my bordlery, whene'er you're so inclined. I'll instruct my attendants to send you straight to me.
Off to market I go.
Wondered I had a helping hand.
Why, they're all enough with me.
Some call it cultured, I call it dull.
Always sets me to think. Whatever's to be done.
This place is very dreary.
There's ought to be said for peace and quiet.
I could use a bit of excitement in my life.
A place to soothe.
A treasure chest! Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few. This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. Well, well. He is merely Disa's puppet then. 'Tis likely that he knows naught of her schemes. Even were he to be removed, but if there's aught that compels he seems a man of import. Pray, allow me.
So the false sovereign, Queen Regent Disa, and this Phasus fellow are all working together. Quite the sordid trio, eh?
That's odd.
Just take it easy today.
Would you mind coming over here?
I end up feeling weary even after a day of rest.
This job better be worth it.
Only fools can do.
Bloody early. Ought to take a moment to replenish my strength. Seems I've fewer worries when I'm here.
Getting proper rest is an important duty in its own.
I feel refreshed and ready for a new day.
Off we go then.
Ready to forge on?
I know precisely when a curative is needed, Master. You'll never fall in battle so long as I'm around. I found a place with some useful material.
Not sure what they
grateful
expect.
than your
I'm no cook, am I?
How am I to pay these debts?
I'll put a price on peace and
Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
And should my tale entertain you? Nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, as today I shall speak of riddles and monsters with frightful mystique.
Welcome to pure and quality is what you need if you want to survive. So if we check the price, just remember, misers. Many thanks. I appreciate the business.
might I be of service?
Places such as this nourish the spirit.
Gather round, gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my tale entertain you? Nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, as today I shall speak of riddles and monsters with frightful mystique. In the north of Vermund is our curious tale stayed,